What is going on, Dawg Pound family? Hold on to your seats because a massive rumor just dropped that could completely shake up our quarterback room. We are talking about a potential blockbuster deal involving our signal caller that has the whole league buzzing with speculation. Could we be seeing a veteran leader return to Cleveland to take the reins? The situation is developing fast, and the implications for our offense are absolutely massive. You do not want to miss a single detail on this breaking news. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel for daily Browns updates, and let's dive right in. The trade rumors surrounding quarterback Shedeur Sanders are gaining significant traction in the NFL landscape, and for the Browns, the potential shift is massive. According to Bleacher Report analyst Christopher Knox, a new blockbuster scenario has emerged that would send the young signal caller out of Cleveland and into the NFC. This proposed deal, which has sparked intense discussion among the fan base, involves a three-team structure designed to reshape multiple rosters. In this hypothetical move, the Browns would acquire veteran quarterback Jacoby Brissett and a 2027 third-round draft pick. Meanwhile, Shedeur Sanders would head to the Arizona Cardinals alongside receiver Kayshon Boutte, while the New England Patriots would receive wide receiver Michael Wilson. Tony Rizzo of ESPN Cleveland has explicitly noted that there have been actual talks regarding the availability of Sanders, confirming that this is more than just idle fan speculation. For a team that has already made a major move this offseason by sending Myles Garrett to the Los Angeles Rams, this potential transaction involving Shedeur Sanders represents another massive pivot for the organization. As a Colorado product who earned a 2025 Pro Bowl selection as a replacement, Sanders remains one of the most visible figures in professional football, largely due to his background and his Hall of Fame father, Deion Sanders. His rookie campaign concluded with 1,400 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and 169 rushing yards across 7 starts, where he posted a 3-4 record. Now, the question of his future in the Dawg Pound is the primary narrative driving the conversation. Fans are watching closely to see if the organization decides to part ways with the young prospect to bring in a different veteran presence, as the potential consequences of this move would ripple through the entire 2026 roster and impact how the offense functions moving forward. Why does this matter right now for the Browns? The answer lies in the immediate need for stability under center and the tactical requirements of the offense. Jacoby Brissett, who would arrive in Cleveland under this proposed trade, brings a track record of reliability that is starkly different from the current situation. Last season with the Cardinals, Brissett recorded 3,366 passing yards and 23 passing touchdowns, maintaining a solid 64.9% completion rate while throwing only 8 interceptions. Throughout his career, he has accumulated 186 passing yards and 76 touchdowns, proving he is a capable veteran who understands the professional game. In contrast, the current roster situation involving Deshaun Watson has proven difficult, as Watson holds a 33.1 total QBR, which ranks as the lowest among all qualified passers since he joined the team. Furthermore, the recovery outlook for Watson following his Achilles tear complicates any projection for the near future. By moving on from Shedeur Sanders in this scenario, the front office would be opting for the proven, steady production of Brissett to run Todd Monken's system. Brissett represents a sounder passer and a consistent presence, filling a void that many observers believe hasn't been adequately addressed since the Baker Mayfield era. The decision to trade a young, high-profile player like Shedeur Sanders is never simple, but the tactical shift toward a more reliable bridge quarterback like Brissett is a deliberate choice. With only one guaranteed year left on Watson's current deal, the organization is clearly evaluating every possible path to stabilize the most important position on the field. The inclusion of the 2027 third-round pick further demonstrates the calculated nature of this proposed move, providing the team with additional draft capital to build for the future while focusing on immediate, stable, and productive quarterback play. The potential departure of Shedeur Sanders from the Browns would mark a definitive end to his tenure in Cleveland after a rookie season defined by flashes of potential and necessary growth. His 1,400 yards and 7 passing touchdowns showed what he could do, but the 10 interceptions highlight the learning curve he faced as a starter. Moving him to the Arizona Cardinals alongside Kayshon Boutte would fundamentally alter the team's depth chart, requiring a massive re-evaluation of the current personnel strategy. The proposal by Christopher Knox highlights just how complicated the market for young quarterbacks has become. If the Browns follow through with these reported talks regarding the availability of Shedeur Sanders, it signals a complete commitment to a veteran-led approach for the 2026 season. Bringing in Jacoby Brissett is not merely an acquisition. It is a tactical correction aimed at replacing inconsistent play with the veteran poise that Brissett has displayed throughout his journey in the NFL. Having spent time as a one-time Super Bowl champion, Brissett brings an understanding of what it takes to perform at the highest level, which is a critical factor for the coaching staff as they look to implement Todd Monken's vision effectively. While the fan base remains divided on the value of trading a talent like Shedeur Sanders, the focus remains on the tangible output on the field. The trade math, sending Sanders, Boot, and a 2027 fourth-round pick in exchange for Brissett and a 2027 third-round pick, is designed to balance immediate effectiveness with future flexibility. As the organization moves further away from the Myles Garrett era, these types of roster-altering discussions become even more significant for the trajectory of the franchise and the expectations of every supporter who proudly represents the team every Sunday. The specific inclusion of Jacoby Brissett in this trade scenario highlights the organization's desire for a bridge quarterback who can provide consistent leadership. Deshaun Watson, who has struggled significantly with a 33.1 total QBR since his arrival, remains a point of central concern, especially given the historical difficulty of returning from an Achilles tear. In this context, Brissett is viewed as a far more useful asset for the current roster. His ability to complete nearly 65% of his passes while maintaining a favorable touchdown-to-interception ratio is the primary reason he is being linked to this trade. For the Browns, this is about maximizing the current championship window by utilizing a player who has already proven he can manage an NFL offense efficiently. The departure of Shedeur Sanders would be the headline, but the substance of the deal is entirely focused on what Brissett brings to the table. As the organization weighs its options, the reality of the 2026 season necessitates a quarterback who can be trusted to run the scheme without the off-the-field questions that have surrounded other players on the roster. While Shedeur Sanders was a popular figure who brought energy to the team, Brissett brings the technical clinical approach that is often required to sustain drives in the modern game. This potential swap reflects a shift in priority toward veteran experience and high percentage efficiency. The front office knows that every decision made now carries weight, and the move to acquire Brissett would be a direct attempt to provide the coaching staff with a reliable tool for the upcoming games. Whether or not these talks lead to a finalized agreement, the fact that the Browns are exploring such a move confirms that the search for the right leader under center remains the top priority for the team. As the clock ticks on the 2026 offseason, the status of Shedeur Sanders will continue to be a primary source of speculation for fans everywhere. Whether he remains with the Browns or departs for the Cardinals, his role in the current roster debate has been significant. The proposed deal, which also sends Kayshon Boutte away and brings Jacoby Brissett in, serves as a testament to the aggressive nature of the front office as they look to correct the issues that have hampered the team for years. The transition from the Myles Garrett trade to these potential quarterback talks shows a team in the middle of a major overhaul, attempting to find a winning formula in a competitive league. Brissett's arrival, if confirmed, would provide the kind of steady performance that the offense has been desperately lacking. Fans waiting for more updates on this story should keep a close watch on the official channels, as any shift in the availability of Shedeur Sanders will have an immediate impact on how the team prepares for the next season. The narrative surrounding this trade is far from over, and as more information emerges regarding these talks, the broader picture for the team will become clearer. We want to hear your thoughts on these developments, so please make sure to join the Browns Roundtable to discuss these potential moves with fellow fans. It is the perfect place to talk all things Browns and get the latest updates on your team. Click the Join button at the top of the page to participate in our community for free and follow every twist of this ongoing story as we keep you informed. There is always more to come as we track every single update involving your favorite team, so stay tuned for further reports on this evolving situation.